Hey guys, what's going on? So I didn't have a chance to recap the game last night, so let's talk about what happened last night. They played the New York Knicks, who, yes, I guess they had 10 wins, guys. So they had 10 wins. They were on an 11-game losing streak, and this was right before this game. They made a huge trade. The Unicorn, who I've literally haven't seen in a year and a half, got traded along with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Courtney Lee. They went to the Dallas Mavericks for Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, and Wellesley Matthews, as well as 2 future first-round draft picks. So the Knicks basically just blew up their whole organization, and they should have, because they were on an 11-game losing streak. Let's make that 12. They lost to the Celtics last night, 113-99. The Celtics are now on a 3-game win streak. They are now 4th in the Eastern Conference. They surpassed the Pacers. And injury report for the Knicks: Moutier, Ntilikina, and Cornette were out. Kyrie Irving was back. So when you see Kyrie Irving in the lineup, you see everyone else's stats drop. When they were facing the Golden State Warriors, ESPN put up a stat that said Tatum averages 4 points less when he's playing with Kyrie Irving. So that is an interesting stat, but you see that it rings true here because Tatum had 20 points the night before when Kyrie Irving was out of the lineup, and Tatum only had 13 points tonight. Same thing with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown off the bench the day before had a double-double, 24 points and 11 rebounds. Tonight, or last night, he only had 11 points. However, the Celtics did have 6 players in double figures. Of course, Kyrie Irving was leading the pack with 23 points and 10 rebounds. He did get a double-double. But here's the thing. There's been so much drama and so much controversy around Kyrie Irving. A lot of rumors, a lot of questions being thrown at him because if you remember, it was a season ticket holders only practice session before preseason. Kyrie Irving decided to make an impromptu announcement that he was going to re-sign with the Celtics at the end of this year. And now, because of all of these trade rumors and the fact that he's made it public on multiple occasions that he isn't really happy with the young guns, he's not happy with his role here being a leader, and he even apologized to LeBron James because he didn't realize how hard it was to be a leader and to be on a team that has young talent that he needs to manage. So the question was brought back up. Do you still think that you want to be a Celtic next year? Are you going to re-sign? And he said basically he doesn't owe anybody anything and he's going to do what's best for him and that this is all a distraction. And so when he went to, coincidentally, the Knicks, he went to Madison Square Garden last night and there were chants from Madison Square Garden fans saying we want Kyrie because it is one of the spots besides LA to go back to the Lakers with, or not to go back to the Lakers, but to go back to LeBron with the Lakers, either there or the Knicks with Porzingis. Those are the 2 spots that they are predicting that Kyrie will go if he does not stay a Boston Celtic. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know how you deal with that. Like, I get it. Like, it's probably annoying for everyone to ask you the same questions over and over again, but you can easily end the questions by just saying that you're still committed, like you already made that promise at the beginning of the season, but now it seems like you're going back on it because things are hard. That's the thing. Like, you're never going to be perfect. You're not going to have a perfect season. Things are going to be hard. You can't just give up, and you can't. Oh yeah, my fault. You're right. Porzingis is in Dallas. So he would go to the Knicks and they would try and get Durant, is what I meant to say. So that's the whole talk. They're trying to get Durant. They're trying to get they want Durant, they want Kyrie Irving, and I don't know if they have any draft picks. Something about Zion. I'm not quite sure where Zion's going to end up. But they're basically trying to revamp the Knicks. And it's frustrating because when you did trade Porzingis to Dallas, again, that's just stacking the West even more. So it's kind of frustrating. if KD stays on the West Coast, if all these people keep going to the West Coast, honestly, I think for the NBA organization, they just need to just not even have an Eastern and Western Conference anymore, because it just makes no sense. Like, if you're going to completely stack one side of the world, or the United States, and then have the East just be a joke, like the Knicks had 10 wins, only have 10 wins. Like, it's just stupid. And if you're looking at the All-Star too, and you're looking at all the All-Star selections for the East, they're a joke too. It's like, I don't know. It shouldn't be East and West if it's not going to be fair. It's not even fun. Like, it's just stupid. It's just dumb to watch. And what's even more stupid is that the Celtics were trailing the Knicks in the first quarter. Like, come on. Like, it's the Knicks. Like, they have literally no one. They were playing with a fourth-string team as starters. They started Kadeem Allen, who was one of our bench players who barely had any minutes last year. It's just one of those things where it's like, look at the competition and look how badly the Celtics play. And now they're facing the Thunder tomorrow. I'm going to be there before the Super Bowl. What up? But here's the thing, like, you know that's going to be a good game, because you know that they're going to go hard against Westbrook, and you know that they rise to the occasion, and they play tough to tough teams, and they play like shit against shit teams, and it's just pretty much expected. I'm shocked that they got the win, honestly. I don't really know what to make of the whole Kyrie Irving thing. I think that people need to just chill and let people focus on the season and focus on what's going on now. Again, like, there were such high expectations for the Celtics this year because everyone was healthy. I literally remember. So, okay, I know it was really messed up what they did to Isaiah Thomas, and I know that Anthony Davis's dad felt like chiming in and saying that Boston did IT wrong, and I agree. I thought Isaiah Thomas did so well for the Boston organization, and I thought that the way that they went about trading him or getting rid of him was not cool, just because he had a lot of heart, and I really thought that he was going to be a main key piece to the Celtics. But business is business. This is a business, unfortunately, and if you have a shot at getting an all-star like Kyrie Irving, you're going to take that shot, and you're going to get rid of a player who was drafted last in the draft. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, that's just how it goes. And they kind of made the right decision, because Isaiah Thomas has still been injured to this day. He hasn't even played in a game. Or maybe he played in like 3. I don't know. But he's been injured. So he hasn't even been playing. So you would have had an injured player on your team instead of having Kyrie Irving, who is a wild card at this point, but at least he's getting minutes and he's playing and he's contributing. Unfortunately, Isaiah Thomas is not. But here's the thing, like, it's a game. Like, it's an industry, it's a game, it's a business. Like, I don't know what Kyrie's going to do. I don't know what Anthony Davis is going to do. Like, he's turning down money because they want to win. So I guess that's good. I mean, I guess that they have, like, competition and they want to win banners and win championships and get rings. So that's good, I guess. You can't blame Anthony Davis. He was on that team for 7 years and nothing has come of it. Like, that's hard. He wants to play with people that can produce a win, so I totally get that. But there's this whole Rose rule, or in Kyrie Irving's contract, that you can't trade him for something like that. I don't know the exact rules of this, but I know that unfortunately, even though they're not even trading Anthony Davis right now because the Pelicans are like not having it. And it was funny because I saw with the Lakers literally wanted to give up half their team and 2 picks to get Anthony Davis. And I guess the Pelicans were entertaining it or listening to it, but there's no confirmed like yes or no about it. I think that he's probably going to wait and until the summer. They're probably going to... Oh, and Pelicans are mad because they took Anthony Davis off the hype video and took him out of, like, I guess at the end of the video, they have, like, a full thing of the entire roster, and they took Anthony Davis out of it. So they mad. And I don't know if they're going to sit him and do what they did with Kawhi last year, what the Spurs did with Kawhi last year, and just, like, not have him play, and then wait till the summer, and then he just goes. So I'm not quite sure. We have to keep a watch on that. Trade deadline is February 7th, and then the All-Star break is the week of the 13th, 14th, and 15th, that weekend. So a lot to discuss, a lot to see. I don't know. It's just like, it's if you're Kyrie Irving, what do? You asked for this. You wanted to be the leader and you wanted to be the star on a team. And you have all this talent, but for some reason when he is in the lineup and when he is in the game, he makes everyone else around him worse, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're looking at stats and you see these past 2 games, he was out back-to-back games, and they won both those games, but it wasn't like they were playing, like, people want to be like, oh, they were playing shitty teams. But, okay, maybe they were, but it was the quality of play that you're not seeing. Like, they pass the ball better, they have better chemistry, they have better confidence, their stats are higher, their team assists are higher. Everything is so much higher when Kyrie Irving isn't in the lineup. And that's frustrating because he's supposed to be the all-star. He's supposed to be like this guy. Like, oh, I remember where I was going with this. I remember when all of a sudden out of nowhere, we find out that we're getting Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. And I was like, holy shit, no way. Like, nothing like this happens in Boston. Like, we haven't had great people on our team since Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rondo era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we were so like excited that Danny Ainge like pulled that out of his ass, and now it's like, does Danny Ainge like have something up his sleeve? Like, can he grab someone? Like, what's gonna happen? Because right now, what the Celtics need is size. They need someone who's averaging a double-double with points and rebounds. They need someone who's attacking the basket, attacking the boards, getting blocks, getting steals. They also need another leading scorer that's consistent. That's the key here. As much as you guys want to hate on Isaiah Thomas or whatever, he had 30 straight games with 20 plus points when he was starting for the Celtics. Okay? And last year, Tatum was doing that shit too. But the thing is, they didn't have any expectations last year when Kyrie Irving was out for 41 games and Hayward was out for the entire season. Everyone was like, nah, they wrote the Celtics off. They were written off. At day 1, they were written off when Hayward went down. Everyone was like, nah, they can't do it. They can't do it. They went 1 game away from going to the finals against the Warriors. So let's be real about people coming back from controversy, adversity, being able to battle back. I honestly don't think you need an all-star. You can't build one team around an all-star. I'm going to say this over and over and over again. Look at James Harden. He's fantastic. He's killing it, crushing it. He averaged 43 points in the month of January. That's insane. He was putting up great individual stats, individual numbers, okay? But guess what? It's not an individual sport. You have 4 other guys on the court with you, along with your bench players. You can't just expect to get 40 a night, 50 a night, and think that you're going to win a game, because you're not. You're not. And Irving's the same way. He wants to get 20, 40, 30 a night and then have the balls to say that his teammates are being selfish and not doing what he wants and not passing him the ball. It's like, bro, no. They played without you for 41 games last year, and they went further than they are with you right now. So I get frustrated with that because I don't think that it has to be an all-star game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you need a game of all-stars. I think you need a game of people that are going to fight, who are going to play 48 minutes hard, who are going to dive on the ball. They need people like Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, if you've seen him from day 1 to now, it's night and day. He learned. He grew. He's smarter now. No pun intended. He knows when to take a shot. He knows when to pass the ball. He's always hard. He's a defensive identity, but he's doing really well on offense now too. He's working on his game. He's trying harder. And you need that type of heart, dedication, and effort from all of your guys. That's why I'm always rooting for the underdog. I was always rooting for Terry Rozier to get more minutes, because when he utilized his minutes, he was fire. This year, it's a little different with Terry Rozier because it seems like a mind game with him now, because if you look at his points that he averages when he's off the bench to when he's coming as a starter, it's like 10, 12 point differences, which you can't be like that. Marcus Smart and Marcus Morris both made it a point to say, bench with attitude, BWA, whatever. We have that mindset, whether we start, whether we come off the bench, whether we don't play at all. Same thing with Aaron Baines. They want to sit there and make fun of him because he's the biggest cheerleader on the team. Nah. If you are a teammate, you better be cheering on your team. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to make fun of him because he's actually excited to be there and happy to be on a team and that he supports his teammates? You guys want to make fun of him for that? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's supposed to be a family. It's supposed to be a team. It's supposed to be everyone working together for one common goal. That's to hang banner 18. I don't know what the disconnect is. I don't know when it became a me, not we, but it needs to be a we, not me. And everyone needs to realize that it's a game, but you're all working together. It's not an individual sport. If you're worried about your individual stats, go to a shit team like the Knicks or the Suns or the Hawks or whatever and go build up your stats where no one will notice you and you'll never get a ring or a banner. That's just how I feel about it. Don't really care. Again, I expect that the game on Sunday, a.k.a. tomorrow, a.k.a. Super Bowl Sunday, yes, the Celtics are playing beforehand, 2 o'clock at the TD Garden. Everyone should watch that before they watch the Super Bowl. They will be playing the OKC Thunder. Russ is there. As of right now, let's see. If I look into my crystal ball, they are 33-18. They are third in the West. They are on a 7-game win streak. The Celtics are on a 3-game win streak. But however, like I said, the month of January, they had all home games. They were 10 for 11 for home game wins in the month of January. Celtics are doing really good at home this year, which is a surprise because that goes against their usual statistics. Usually they're a better road team than they are a home team. So I'm glad that the Celtics are doing better at home. As of right now, the injury report, the Celtics have everybody healthy. That's good. We'll see if they can gel and work together to get a win tomorrow and get win number 4 in a row. For the injury report for the Thunder, my boy Adams, he is on a day-to-day. He's hurt. We'll see if he plays. I hope he does. He's one of my favorites. I love him. I really hope that the Celtics could somehow magically get him. I think he's an awesome big man. Everything about him, he reminds me of another Aaron Baines in a way. Like, he's so good. I really like Steven Adams. And also Ferguson is on a day-to-day. So they will both be game-time decisions tomorrow. Everyone, please enjoy the games tomorrow. It is a Boston sports fans' dream tomorrow. Celtics, then Patriots, okay? Hopefully we get 2 wins tomorrow, both Celtics and the Patriots. I will be back at some point to talk about those games. And I hope that you guys have a great Saturday night. Have a great weekend.